In order to use your Apache Cassandra database, you'll need some way to connect to it with your application. Fortunately, there are a whole set of drivers available in many languages covering all of the major platforms. Here are just a few examples of the driver languages available to Apache Cassandra. Obviously, the main ones are there, like Java and C# along with many others. If you're curious about what else is available, follow the link on the slide and go to the driver section to get a full list. Even though drivers might have some syntactic differences between different language variants, the overall API is very similar, which makes it pretty easy to switch between one language and another. We'll use Python in the exercises to create a cluster object, and then we'll use that object to obtain a session. We'll then use that session object to interact with our database and issue commands. Here is an example of using the session object to issue a command to our cluster. In this case, we are using the insert statement to create a user record for Patrick McFadden in our users table. Notice we are using a UUID for the user ID, a timestamp for created date, the address patrick@example.com for email, and Patrick and McFadden for the first name and last name columns. And now we are using the session to execute a select statement to retrieve the user we just created. The value we are passing to the user ID column in the where clause is the same as the one we used to create this user on the previous slide with our insert statement. We then retrieve the output of our select statement with the result and use that to print our results. This just scratches the surface on what we can do with the session object, but it should be enough to get you started. Okay, now it's time to exercise our driver knowledge with some coursework.